All right, so we're gonna do another one of these. I know nobody watches them because I'm an old nerd. I'm the old head here, and nobody cares but me. But I find this fun, and anyway, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna do another deck overview here. This one is an original of mine from just building off of the unlimited format and going off cards in my collection and some of my favorite cards, and just yeah, so we're gonna go right into it. So it's built off of the 2006 Delta Species Tyranitar EX. So I got 3 of those bad boys in here. And then what made this Tyranitar special is the Electromarker and the Shockwave. Electromarker Shockwave combo was a 2-hit combo on basically anything. So 2 turns, anything's dead. Bench, active, anything, dead. Hyperclaws was just a standard attack. It did 70 damage or 90 damage if it was a stage 2. So it's pretty decent. 3 energy cost attack. Sorry, just repeated myself. But anyway, we're running 3 of those. So it's 3, 2 for the Delta Species Pupitars, and then 4 on the Delta Species Larvatars. So that's the main soul of this deck, is the T-Tar. The electric Delta Species T-Tar is the main soul of this deck. And then this is where the unlimited comes in. I started looking for good electric energy acceleration cards. So we got 2 Galvantulas. I think these bad boys are basically brand new. Let's see, 2023, no, a few years old. But Generation 5 is where I stopped. I'm not clued into anything past Generation 5. So I know what a Galvantula is, but Galvantulas are pretty fun Pokemon. I like them, but these ones are just in here for the Joltix. They're just in here for some extra support. You know, it's a 1 energy snipe, 50 damage, 1 energy, 30 damage snipe to the bench. It's pretty decent card. So I just got 2 of those in here. And then the real reason why I have those in here is because I'm running 3 of these beautiful full art Joltix. And it's because of Jolting Charge. It lets you search your deck for 2 basic energy cards and put two basic grass energies and up to 2 basic electric energies and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. That's literally the only reason why these are in here, is just to get energy. They're just energy retrievals for me, basically. I thought about maybe running a Galvantula EX or something like that in here just to give me some more options, and then maybe some Memory Berries. I thought about running Memory Berries because I thought Memory Berries would be pretty interesting. Old school Memory Berries. And a Memory Berry is a Pokemon tool card or a Pokemon item card or whatever you want to call it these days, and attachment card. And it lets you use attacks from a previous evolution. So I thought Galvantula EX with these Joltix and Memory Berry would be pretty awesome because you up the hit point pool, but you also still get to use that very good energy acceleration attack. So for going from there, this deck has a lot of support cards in it because it probably needs to be rebuilt, but this is the way it's sitting right now. We are running a Shaman EX, which is just good for setup. That's all it's for, is just for card draw. That's all it's in here for, card draw. We have one of these beautiful full art Zekroms. It's in here just as a wall. It's just a hit point wall. You know, you can attach some energy to it if you want to, but it's just meant to buy me some time if I need it. Same with this very beautiful full art Zeroa. This is a Pokemon I don't even know about. This is obviously something further down the line, but I saw this full art card and I was just like, that's a really pretty full art basic electric type Pokemon. And it's pretty decent, and it's just in here again. It's like the Zekrom. It's just in here for HP wall, basically, and if I needed to, it could be an attacker. One Jolteon EX, same thing. It's an HP wall. Swift is pretty good. It's just all around a decent card. It's in here just for some extra ability to get other things set up or whatever I need. Old school Uxie from my childhood because of setup. Setup is really, really good. It's like setup on Shaman EX, except for this is a basic Pokemon and it's a Uxie. Very good support card. Running 2 Underground Expedition from a newer set. 2 Looker's Investigations, which are pretty fun cards. It could be card disruption if you needed to, but I think most of the time people just pick 5 cards for themselves. We got 2 Shauna, just card draw. 2 Hows, more card draw. 1 Bebe Search, 1 Roseanne's Research. We're running 2 of these really awesome Professor Elms, and I run these, as I say, it says trainer card is trainer cards. You could run these back to back if you want, but it's basically just really overpowered, and I think they probably reprinted this in a different way, but in this particular card, this is just a really good shuffle through your deck card, so that's why there's 2 of them in here. We got 1 letter and 1 energy revival just for some more energy stuff. 2 trainers males just to get some more trainer cards into my hand. We got a Fluffy Berry and a Float Stone, but this is where I'm thinking maybe I swap some of this stuff out for some Memory Berries and maybe some Galvantula EXs, and then you could put a Memory Berry and a Galvantula EX, still use the energy charge, but having like 250 hit points. But otherwise, Fluffy Berry and the Float Stone do the exact same thing. This is just an old version of this. They're just a 0 retreat cost for things, so I usually put those on the Tyranitars. Gust of Wind, pretty explanatory, just a really funny disruption card. And we have a Escape Rope as well for some more switcheroos if I need to. Running 3 rare candies. Oh, excuse me, yawn. 3 rare candies for the Tyranitars and whatever else I might want to do. We're doing 2 Great Balls for the basic Pokemon searchings. Quick Ball, a Luxury Ball, a Dusk Ball, and a Master Ball. These are basically just all for searching for Pokemon if I need it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 basic electric energy in this deck. So that is the overview of this deck, which is again original of me, how I build decks. And you can definitely tell what era of the TCG I come from because of, well, I'm using second stages, first stages. I'm using evolution cards. There's a lot of support trainers and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to shuffle this back up, and I'll do some test hands with it, and we'll get right back to it here and mix it all back in together. And we're going to do some test hands and. Hand 1, 2, wait, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's pretty good. So you can go straight into Joltik, and then you have Great Balls. You got the Roseanne's Research. You got the How. This is very playable, very consistent. That's a good opening hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's great. Put Larvitar on the bench. Do Zekrom at the start. Master Ball into something else, attach an energy, maybe go straight into a Professor Elm and get a new hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a mulligan. A lot of, as you can see, maybe I need to rearrange this deck a little bit. There's a lot of support cards in it. I don't know if they need to be in there, but it's kind of how I'm running things right now. Do a couple more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not great because the only basic I have is Uxie, which I don't want to put Uxie as an active Pokemon, so I might mulligan that hand, or I'd have to just play it, and Uxie would just have to be up there. Shauna is pretty good because I can get more cards, so it's not the worst. It's playable, but it's definitely not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 2 Larvitars. I got some utility cards I can go into, so not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not great. That's a mulligan. So yeah, this deck is still kind of a work in progress, but also I still think it's kind of fun. But let's play an actual hand of fruition here, and let's see how consistent this deck actually is. You do 6 prize cards, 7 card hand, deck, check it, mulliganed, not great, not great. This deck is still, this is also a really old school style deck. And I probably need some more consistency in some way or another. Maybe an entire another like Pokemon. Okay, here we go. I might also, it might be good to run a full four of that, plus 2 Galvantulas and some Memory Berries, and yeah, maybe a little bit of. I was thinking also maybe Castaway. If I ran Memory Berry and Castaway searches for a tool card, I think an energy card and a supporter card or something like that. It's a very good search card. Anyway, this is very playable. You have Shaman, you have Joltik, so I'd probably go straight into Joltik on this one, since it's not a, you know, it's a basic. So anyway, we can go straight into that. We draw for turn. I couldn't really do a whole lot. I would probably go ahead and just attach an energy straight to Joltik here. And we could, if it's our first turn, we could Dusk Ball. So let's Dusk Ball it, and Dusk Ball just lets you look at the bottom 7 cards of this. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's see, what does that say exactly? Find 1 Pokemon. Okay, so it's any Pokemon you find there. So we have 7. I probably go straight into a Larvitar and just play it straight to my bench. Yep, and that just can go back down there because we're not playing for realsies. So that would go right there. And then, you know, honestly, it's my first turn. As I said, I play rare candies how they used to be played, so I'd probably just play this right into a Tyranitar. And then it's also my first turn. I can't play any supporters, but I could play Professor Elm. But why would I play Professor Elm when I have a setup Shaman in my hand? So if I did that, if I played this straight to here, then I could draw 4 cards back up to 6. Okay, not bad. Put a Fluffy Berry right onto Tyranitar. Now let's say let's end our turn. That's not very tanky, so it's probably only gonna last 1 or 2 turns. So next turn, so let's draw for turn. Straight into energy on this. Now I'd probably use, last turn, that's where I mess up. I mess up sometimes. Last turn I would have used a Joltik's attack, and 2 energies would go straight onto Tyranitar EX. So I'd have a fully pumped up Tyranitar EX, 3 energies with the Fluffy Berry on turn 2. So even though this deck had a mulligan on one hand, you can see it's very consistent. So this is my second turn. So with this in my hand, that on my bench, I'd probably Professor Elm, which would just let me go ahead and throw this into here. Throw a couple shuffles through. And I get a new 7-card hand. Professor Elm's very broken. That's why they reprinted it. But the fact that that was a trainer card, just a straight up trainer card, not a supporter, not nothing. Broken. Broken, I tell you. Anyway. Oh, okay, that's what the trade-off is. You can't play any more trainer cards. So once you play Professor Elm, no trainer cards can come out of this hand now, which is fine. So that doesn't give me a whole lot of options, though, because I can't play any of them. So I'd probably just throw Zekrom down here on the bench. And then I'd end my turn with Jolting Charge here, which lets me get 2 more electric energy. And I'd probably just throw them, since Tyranitar's already pumped up here, I'd probably just throw them on the Zekrom, since it can be useful as a mainline attacker if I needed to. And since it's the only other thing I have to attach those to, that's what I would do. So then I would end turn. Let's say the Joltik gets knocked out this turn, because as I said, it's kind of squishy. So that would probably get knocked out. I would have to put something up. We'd probably just go straight into the Fluffy Berry Tyranitar, another Larvitar. Probably go straight into a Great Ball to get another Joltik out on the field. And then what I could do, and probably what I will do if I have the ability, Joltik's on the bench. We do a Float Stone on Larvitar. And I would go right into, I could draw and try to get an energy card, or I could Roseanne's Research into something I'd need. We could Luxury Ball into something here. What would I do in this case? You know what we're going to do? We're just going to do a Howl. We're just going to draw for 3 and see what we get. 1, there's the energy, 2, and 3. That's pretty good. So in this case, like a great example is I could evolve that Joltik into a Galvantula, and if I had Memory Berries, then the Joltik would go from 30 hit points to 100 hit points, and I could continue to use its previous attack. So probably what I would do here is evolve that into that, and I would probably attach this to this, and I'd probably I'd probably Fluffy Berry that out, throw that back up there, and then yeah, I mean, we could do a Luxury Ball straight into another Tyranitar EX, most likely. Yeah. So I only have 1 more Tyranitar EX in my deck. because it looks like the other one's in my prizes. Yep, it's in my prizes. And then, you know, that just evolves. We can't do anything there, but I probably just a Jolting Charge again for my 2 energies onto that Pupitar. And then there you go. So, you know, this deck, it has some issues, but as you can see, it's not that many, because we're on, like, what, turn 3 it would be, and I already have 2, because I would end my turn, say it's my opponent's turn, I'm guaranteeing that Joltik's being taken out. So you do give up prize cards pretty heavily, which is why I'm thinking mixture of Castaways, Memory Berries, maybe more Galvantulas and another Joltik. Maybe a full 4/4 Galvantula Joltik and make the Galvantula EX the main, another like main attacker, like get a couple of Galvantula EX copies, and then you could have a 250 hit point Galvantula EX, Tyranitar EX. The only problem with these old EXs is that they aren't very tanky. So, you know, sometimes if it's a maybe house rules, you could maybe void the 2 prize card taking on these old EXs if it's just your house rules. So anyway, so let's say that happened. This would probably go up here, and then these 2 are on here. It's my next turn. I draw for turn. So this is like the 4th or 5th turn we're on now. So I probably go straight into Roseanne's Research, because Roseanne's Research would allow me to get another 2 energies or a basic. So I probably get another energy. And do I not have any more? Oh, I do. How many more energies do I have? It's 2, right? Make sure. Yes, 2 in any combination. So I have 2. I think that's all that's left in here. Maybe more energies would also be handy, since I have such heavy energy acceleration in this deck. So you can see turn 5, and I've already burned through quite a good chunk of that deck. So yeah, I'd probably go straight into that. We get another Tyranitar out in the field. And then, yeah, we're Hyperclausing, we're Electromarking, because that's the thing, is once those are up there, you know, Electromarking on the bench, if somebody's building something on the bench, then next turn, bam, prize card. You can target EX cards or high-value targets pretty easily with these, and then Hyperclaws is 90 damage a turn on stage 2s, and since most of my decks, I think all my decks except for 1, run stage 2s, you're pumping out 90 damage consistently. But I definitely think Memory Berry and Galvantulas, maybe, or Galvantulas and Joltiks, specifically those Joltiks for the energy acceleration part of it. But anyway, as you can see, this deck's pretty fun, and it's very old school in how it's constructed, and it probably needs some more energy, to be honest with you, but we could always work that out with some more play testing on my end. But there you go. I just wanted to showcase another one of these old decks I have laying around. Kind of my obsession with there's my prizes. Yep. And then kind of my obsession with like old, what would it be? Unlimited format Pokemon TCG, kind of playing off of like my childhood format and cards. I remember when that Delta Species in 2006, I remember when that card came out and people were trying in my local TCG tournament location, they were trying to get that card to work in decks, and they were trying to run interesting decks around that card. And so this is kind of just my being an adult and being able to buy things. A few years ago at this point, I want to say 5+ years ago now, I bought quite a few of those. As I said, I have 3 copies. I'd like to buy another one just to have a full play set of them, but they're pretty spendy now. Those things are like 30 to 60 bucks a piece now. So a lot of these old limited decks I have, they're kind of pricey. They're a little pricey. Some of those old cards are worth quite a bit. So anyway, this is just another overview of another deck I had. Not as intense as the first one, since the first one I kind of rebuilt and showed 2 different versions of it. This one's just this one's already is what it is, and as you can see, it's pretty fun. So I might do a video now of decks fighting each other, or having a couple matches or a couple games, and we'll see how well that goes. I know nobody watches these, but I like what I like, and I'm gonna post what I want to post. And I'm a nerd, so have fun with this. Nobody cares what I do. Woohoo! Thank you for watching.